Hi, I'm the Walrus Clown, and 'tis the time to deck the halls with the depression. Fa la 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 la. Christmas, everyone! And have you ever seen something and knew, you just knew that at frame one that it was going to be complete crap? Like the worst kind of low effort. Clearly made in a way to launder drug money. Character likability is into negative numbers. Voice matching to lip flaps is optional bullshit? Well, I found that in the form of a Christmas special called The Christmas Dinosaur. And ever since misery loves company, you all have to suffer with me. See you after title card. Otter, hit that holiday opening.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Anywho, on to the Yuletide technicals. The Christmas Dinosaur is an animated Christmas movie released by Porchlight Studios. The film was first released as a TV movie airing during the holidays on Cartoon Network only once in 2004, and released to DVD the same year. Now on to the fun stuff. We open our story on two brothers, Jason and Tommy, and their parents failing at baking cookies when a package for the older of the two, Jason, arrives at the door. It's a Christmas gift from their aunt, and he assumes it's some in-universe robot dinosaur toy. And then Jason proceeds to show that he is a complete bag of dicks by trying to convince his parents to let him open it, smack-talking his brother all the while he whines, and not in the typical sibling rivalry kind of way either. This is just bullying. Then we get a bunch of time-eating, unfunny shenanigans of him trying to get the gift and open it. One time he succeeds in doing this, it turns out to be an egg, and Tommy, who has an annoying, nasally wine bucket voice, these traits are so one note that Tommy and Jason would just be called dickbag and wine bucket for the rest of you. Anywho, predictably the egg hatches and out pops a Quetzalcoatlus, and they flip out about how they have a pet dinosaur. Say it with me, everyone. Pterosaurs are not dinosaurs. And yes, I will allow myself a Christmas gift by letting my inner dino dog run rampant with the scientific inaccuracy of the Quetzalcoatlus in this movie. First being that it looks more like a stereotypical pterodon than a pterosaur from the astracid family, let alone a Quetzalcoatlus. The second thing is that it is too large to be an infant, and another thing is that it's depicted as being Ichthyophagous, aka a fish eater, even though this was disproven in 2007. Now the consensus is that given that every fossil is found in island deposits, it took advantage of Foster's rule, that being the big animals become small and small animals become large, if we are simplifying it for those who don't understand, to pick off dwarf species of otherwise large-bodied mainland animals like sauropods, and like the same way storks eat small animals, and it was very much capable of doing this. It was roughly the size of a giraffe, and in fact the largest flying animal found in the fossil record as of yet. And on top of everything else, it walks wrong. Pterosaurs from the mid-Jurassic onwards were quadrupeds who walked on their back legs and their wing folds. Everything about this is
wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
Anywho, back to the movie. After the egg hatches, they lazily name him Spot because they haven't hit all the mid-2000s lazy kids movies tropes quota yet. Then they feed it fish sticks after it wrecks the Christmas tree and tries to eat the fish from the fish tank because of course it tries to eat the fish from the fish tank. Anywho, I could go off on a tangent for a moment. The animation is from that era in animation when the bulk of the animating was being done by baby boomers and early Gen Xers. And as a result, they knew how to animate, but didn't know how to use computers, and all the studios were switching from hand-drawn to Flash. As a result, you get poorly animated schlock like Johnny Test. And yes, I'm aware of the reboot, and I've reviewed the original. That was episode 1. Don't watch it. My audio was terrible, and I didn't use any footage because I didn't know how. Anywho, back to the movie. After the whole fish bit, Mom comes home, and they now do a scene of hide the secret pet from the parents bull from every single early 60s to mid-90s sitcom ever has done with all the associated tropes and gags that come with it. And in fact, the unfunny shenanigans are so trite and unfunny that they are not even worthy of the Courage and Cowardly Dog scream. That's how boring this segment of the movie is. Then, after some time, they hide Spot in the backyard treehouse while they are at school, because this apparently takes place in a future hellscape where even Christmas doesn't get you a day off. Anywho, after the bully character that every one of these has to have starts giving Tommy the business, Spot shows up out of nowhere and scare him off. And the boys play hooky to play with their hidden pet and yet don't get in trouble for it somehow. Then, like in the gag in the intro, Spot starts to deck the halls with depression by looking sad while looking at the family from his treehouse that he's now magically too small for, celebrating Christmas and realizing that he has a family of other scientifically inaccurate astrocid pterosaurs he could be hanging with. Then Dickbag realizes this and tries to find his family by flying him to the land of the dinosaurs, because apparently this is a place you can just go in this universe. Despite a living pterosaur hatching from an egg is scientifically unheard of. You know, this movie's lack of logic really lacks of logic. Anywho, they go there and it's a bust because they can't find any pterosaurs despite somehow finding the land of the lost, and head back home. And the aunt shows up and Dickbag and Tommy come clean about opening the package early and that Spot has hatched from the egg. Then a bunch of non-avian dinosaurs magically shows up from the land of the lost looking for Spot and cause a bunch of havoc despite nothing getting destroyed and no one dying, because this is a lame, lazily animated kids film. And then after some unfunny shenanigans that are actually worthy of the Courage and Cowardly Dog scream this time, I'd go into how scientifically inaccurate they are, but I've already used my once per review allotted scientific inaccuratastic rant already. Just know that everything you see here is
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
Anywho, the stupid pterosaurs Rio family shows up and they fly off and take the non-avian dinosaurs with them. And sequel bait by having a theropod baby get left behind and walk into the family's house, and thank the hand of the Barbara and the Holy Space Ghost this never warranted that sequel bait being cashed in on, because this was boring. I was going to do at least 2 Christmas reviews, but that had to get squashed because I had to break watching this into shifts. Never watch this. If you find the DVD or stumble across it here on YouTube, just look the other way. You and yours Christmas will be much better without it. Anywho, I'm the Walrus Clown, and if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications. It helps with the algorithm more than you realize. Have a happy holidays, happy new year, and stay fresh, cheese bags. Ooh!